clicked on my video, you searched this video, and well, we know why you're here by clicking on it, and you considered flight training. You've considered wanting to take your first step and getting your wings and learning how to fly. You've always been traveling in an airliner your entire life. Maybe you've been up with a friend and now you're considering the path of potentially getting your own license and you want to fly yourself. And I'm telling you, you're here in the right spot. I'm Steven, and I'm a flight instructor here out of Rochester, Minnesota, the international airport here. And I am here to tell you about why getting into flight training is the absolute right thing to do. We'll dive into some other realms in terms of maybe why you are here on this video, maybe why you're concerned about starting flight training. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is everyone sitting here worried about how expensive it is. And truly, I consider that at some point. I was worried about the expense. And you know what? The expense ended up paying off. I'm currently sitting in a job that I absolutely love, and I love flight instruction and teaching you how to fly, teaching you the ins and outs of navigating the skies and enjoying your time in the cockpit. Other things that you maybe are considering. Do I have what it takes? You do have what it takes. You've gone through high school, you've maybe completed an extra degree, or maybe you're further along in life. Maybe you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, you're established, and now you just want to get your license. You've obviously made it this far. You have the ability to take this on. You've taken on the last 40, 50 years of your life, and you can absolutely take on flight training. It is indeed possible. Confidence. Are you confident enough? Are you smart enough? Don't worry about it. This is totally new. You're going to be dipping your toes. You feel like you're dipping your toes into flight training. You just get your toes a little wet, and then all of a sudden your first lesson, you're going to be like, wow, this is a lot of information. This is a lot of new stuff to me. And you know what? I was there. It's a lot of new information that I'm like, I have no idea what is going on. And you know what? That feeling is normal. It's totally fine because you will eventually pick it up, and the instructors are there to walk you along the way. Not knowing where to start. I'll talk about that here in about 10 seconds, but there is a place that you can start, and I'll guide you along that route. I don't know what to do. Well, you don't have to worry about it. I'm here to guide you. Okay, thinking it's too early or too late to start. It's never too early, never too late, whether you're 10 or if you're in your 50s and 60s or maybe even 70s. I've seen people get their license in their 70s and people who have started flight training at the age of 12 or 10. So it is never too early. It is never too late. So if you're worried about all these things, this is normal. Okay, we've all been there. Everyone is sitting here doing the exact same thing. Everyone's worried about, I'm worried about the cost. Am I smart enough? Am I capable enough? And you know what? That's okay. You can do this. Well, that next step is exactly what's up here, and that is taking what we call a discovery flight. What is a discovery flight exactly? I kind of have it spelled out here, but a discovery flight is 30 to 60 minutes. It's pretty much your first flight lesson, and honestly, you're going up with an experienced instructor. You get to fly the plane. You're not in charge of taking off or landing by any means, but you get up in the airplane. Instructor gets to teach you everything they know about the airplane, just how fun it is. Nothing about all the instruments and all the little doohickeys here and there, but they're literally here to allow you to fly the plane, and the instructor is there to guide you along. They're not getting you in unsafe situations. They're showing you what life is like up at the sky. Saying 3,000 feet above the ground, it's a sweet view up there versus the airliners were 30,000 feet. You can hardly see what's on the ground. You never know. You see land, but you don't know what it is. But from an airplane perspective, from general aviation, it's a great way to do it. Okay, you get your toes a little wet, you get to talk to an instructor, and in reality there's no pressure. It's you get up in the airplane, you're flying along, ask your flight instructor all the questions you want. Absolutely any question in the book. How was your flight training? What was your path? What were you considering? Did you work before this? Simple questions like that. This is the way a discovery flight is meant to be. And that dives into my next question, well, what flight training actually is like? Everyone thinks it's super stressful, non-stop stress, it's super intense. In reality, it is not. Unless you've dove in, you have no idea what it is like. And truly, it's learning how to basic maneuver the plane, how to move the plane nice and easy, get control inputs, learn how to maneuver, how to land the aircraft, learn about weather, decision making, how to navigate the skies, all of these things. That's what's going to be involved in your flight training. It's nothing too intense. And the thing is, if it does feel intense, that's okay. Sometimes it's going to feel like that. It's a lot of information, but you can do it. I wasn't sure if I was capable of doing it, but in reality, you can get your toes wet and you can do this. As you go, you're slowly immersed. Instructor's going to be with you, guiding you along the way, doing all your ground school or ground knowledge. And they're going to guide you in the airplane. You're never in the plane alone. Until you are first qualified to go off for your first solo, you are with an instructor the entire way. You have nothing to worry about. you are safe in the instructor's hands. The real requirements for this, well, normal health, the ability to communicate, willingness to learn. You have to be able to learn and be openly communicate with your instructor, and just consistency. We say fly 2-3 times a week. You don't need to have perfect math skills. You don't need to have perfect eyesight or natural talent by any means. I know I'm not gifted by any means in terms of natural talent. I was an athlete, but moving into aviation, I felt like I was completely new to this realm. I didn't even know, it felt like I didn't know how to walk. I was learning how to walk again. But you know what? After the first few lessons, I feel like I could run. I feel like I could really run with it. I felt like I was really, really good. Here's a mindset test, okay? Something that I would like you to consider. If you are sitting here in your head, you hear a plane go overhead, and you're looking up into the sky, you know it's for you. You're already, oh, look at airplanes. Oh, I hear an airplane. Oh, maybe I stop, and maybe I'm at the airport, and I'm watching planes take off. There's your sign that you're already interested in flying. You're here to travel, absolutely enthralled and just excited with airplanes and how they maneuver and how they are out in the world. So bottom line, should I start flight training? Take the next step. If you are interested, you are sitting here super curious, you're interested in just getting in the plane and flying it, take the next one. Take the next step. Visit a local flight school. Here in Rochester, we've got a great flight school here out of the Rochester International Airport. If you're in the southeast Minnesota area, feel free to contact me, come out to the airport, come and visit. I'd love to chat your ear off, and just come to that local flight school and just ask them about their program. Book a discovery flight with them. Get in a plane with the flight instructor. Ask the instructor questions. Like I said, it's the easiest way to dip your toes in and get going. Actually check if this is for you. Use the discovery flight to determine your answer. You're on the fence now. You get in the plane, you do your discovery flight, and you're just like, wow, this world is absolutely amazing. Plane's answered it for you. You got in the plane, you flew it around, you got to grab the controls. You got all your questions answered, and you absolutely enjoy the thrill of being up in the sky. There's your sign. I want to proceed forward. And maybe for the worst of the scenario, you get up there and you're just like, I love this. This is exciting, but you know what? Getting my hands on the controls isn't as exciting as I actually thought it was going to be. So it was just the idea. It was just the idea of wanting to start flight training and fly a plane was super exciting to you. So at least I checked the box, and maybe you get a little experience to share, or you get a memory to share with your family or friends. You got in a plane. You got to maneuver an aircraft. And that's the exciting part of it. You got a core memory out of it. And truly, once you get up in there, once you take off in that aircraft and you start soaring through the skies, it's going to click immediately. It immediately clicks upon takeoff. It immediately clicks when you land. It's so exciting. It is a thrill. So I just want to say, if you're really considering flight training, let's do it. Let's get it started. Go book that discovery flight. It's going to be the best thing that you are ever going to take on in your lifetime. And if you are thinking about flying, take that first step. Schedule that discovery flight. See what it feels like to get behind the controls. And truly, if this video helped you determine whether you're going to go book a discovery flight or go talk to a local flight school, leave a like. Leave a comment below and say this was super helpful. And if you really like it and you want to follow along for more aviation news or flight instructor insights and everything going on in the world in aviation, and I'll do some lessons here and there talking about maneuvers and things that you're going to learn along the way in your flight lessons, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you here. Right Seat Reports. I absolutely love what I do, so I hope to see you in the right seat.